Nothing.
So I don't want to crowd him while he's having his drink.
Yeah.
Instead, Devo drinks and drinks and drinks.
Oh. Looks like he's done with his drink.
Yeah.
I decide to try all the tricks I know to connect with him. Nothing. Play him at his own game. Still nothing. Bit of hay. Just casual indifference.
So, Martin, will you tell us a little bit about what's happened so far?
For a while, I was right. He was more interested in everybody else than me.
Uh-huh.
Typical, I think. And typical of me to want to look at it in that way, that
Yeah.
I want his attention and his approval.
Yeah. Where'd that come from, do you know?
It's been around a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's fairly obvious from what I do that I seek approval on a pretty grandiose level. But just getting it doesn't stop that search.
Right. Yeah. Because ultimately, it's going to need to come from you.
Oh, my own approval of me? Yeah. Yeah, that would be tough.
At Laura's suggestion, I try a bit of Monty Roberts' join-up method on Devo.
Aw, so cute.
Look at me and my horse. That's a good boy.
So, Martin, what do you think his lesson is for you today?
I suppose to just try that extra go and not be too quick to say, well, yeah, of course that didn't work because that's me.
Yeah.
I don't deserve that.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I suppose.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
It really is it's therapeutic. It really is.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, it just does unlocks
Yeah.
something. Some old rubbish in there.
The bond between horse and man is complex. It's a bond we can master only by understanding their deep primeval fears. We no longer hunt them for food like the cavemen of the Pyrenees. But sadly, in some parts of the world, horses still have their reasons to fear us. Midwinter in the high deserts of Nevada. With local horse lover Laura Lee as my guide, I'm taking to the sky to see one of the most iconic horses of all. The Mustang.
Right there, Bruce. Right there, Bruce.
Hey! Oh, look at them. Makes you wonder why we put all these rugs on our domestic horses in the cold weather.
Ever since Europeans brought the first tame horses to America 500 years ago, they've gradually been escaping back into the wild. These are the descendants of those escapees.
That's a beautiful sight.
Aren't they incredible?
Fighting.
American Mustang. Survivor. A resilient survivor.
It does make it feel good, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's a real privilege to see them. The way they are, as they're
Sadly, there's a fierce battle being fought over the Mustang. Some believe there just isn't enough land to support both the Mustangs and our farms and factories. Every year, the US government rounds up several thousand Mustangs and keeps them locked up in holding centres. Laura is one of many who believe the Mustangs should be left alone to enjoy their freedoms, like the last surviving Taki in Mongolia.
There are a lot of people fighting to keep the horses the way they are now. These horses have helped us build our world. And I hope that we can be as helpful to them in maintaining their home and continuing their history and existence as they have been willing to help man shape his whole history.
Yeah. And it's, there they are up there.
Mm-hmm, there they are, right up there.
What is it you think it is that links us? What's that connection with that big, sweet, kind eye and ours?
You know, it's something I've spent a lot of time thinking about, and I think they are so willing to relate with us, so curious about what we are, and maybe they remind us a little bit about our connection to those wild places.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's a subliminal thing, I think, isn't
yes,
it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's a connection, perhaps, that's beyond explanation.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably just, yeah.
Like most long-term relationships.
Yes, best not to fiddle around with it or try and define it, yeah.
Don't move too quickly. Yeah, just kind of stay a little bit.
Oh, look up.
Seeing these animals reminds us that all horses were once wild and free.
Lovely mane.
If we take the Mustang's freedom away, it's as though their first instinct, to fear us, is proved right after all.
Pretty little thing.
It took us thousands of years to understand horses and gain their trust. If we lock these wild ones up, I think we're betraying that trust. Back in Dorset, Chester leads a very different life. He gets a nice rug to wear when it's cold, he gets fed apples and carrots and a hay net, and he's got a lovely stable to shelter and rest in. Most importantly, he gets some reassurance that no predators are going to eat him. Not here anyway, I can't speak for the rest of Europe.
I'm beginning to understand what's in it for the horses, but I think we've all forgotten just how deeply horses are ingrained in our society. Just look at our language. When we measure a car's performance, it's in horsepower. When politicians compromise, they horse trade. There's locking the stable door after the horse has bolted, getting the bit between your teeth, reining it in, being at the end of your tether, horse sense, jockey shorts.
So what have we humans got out of the deal? In the next programme, I want to explore how horses changed our world. The jobs they once did for us, and the jobs they still do.
Next, Morgan Freeman stars in a comedy of biblical proportions. But what's the challenge God has in store for Evan Almighty? It's over on ITV2 now. Here on ITV1, the stories behind the much-loved action on screen. Drama Trails goes from bad girls to cold blood after the news.